Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Speed Demon Racing Network. My name is Ryan Wayne, and I will be your commentator here for tonight's events. It is ARCA night here in Rebel Valley Sim Club, and we're going to have two races on the docket tonight. Start out here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, Charlotte, North Carolina. Race number 2, we're going to move over to Michigan International Speedway. We've got a pretty decent crowd here tonight for some action in Rebel Valley. Can't wait to showcase the field here tonight, as this is a 5-minute qualifying session where the drivers put down their fastest lap. Go ahead and switch over to one of our TV cameras and on track. Here's the first driver we're going to spotlight here. This is the number 19 of Paul Harrell. Drivers on the racetrack. We also have Harry Sollard in the 07. And that Larson line there in turn number 1. We'll see what that does for him. Also, here's Davian Tobin in the number 65 Evo Chevrolet. Mateo Mitchell, the number 82, has worked his way to the top of the charts at a 30.301. Drivers slowly starting to work their way onto the racetrack here as times are starting to be put down. So we have about 3 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. Another Mitchell, Austin Mitchell, and the number 18 has worked his way to the top of the charts. And now David Hamrick puts down a heat of a lap at a 30.068. One of the drivers that is really good at qualifying, and right now he's currently P1 on the board at Phoenix Toyota. 13 drivers have posted a time here so far. Closing in here on the end of qualifying. Got anybody else on the racetrack? Here's Cameron Jacobs in the number 21, sitting on pit road right now. And Joey DePietro in the number 16, the Duncan Chevrolet, has worked his way up into the 6th spot here in this qualifying session. Chad Ashley as well, the number 54. A lot of new drivers here tonight in Rebel Valley, so we'll go over the rules here. So this is going to be a 35-lap race around the Charlotte Motor Speedway. There are 0 fast repairs and 1 set of tires laying around the pits. And we do have some admins that are going to be the Eye in the Sky, Aaron May and Marty Schmela, who are eyes in the sky and making sure this race runs as smoothly as possible here. The drivers have Chad Ashley has worked his way into 7 last time by. "15 drivers have posted a time here so far. Is going to park it right at the entrance to turn number 2. Look here, this is Jordan Vrooman. 13th on the speed charts at a 30.634. Unless we get Cameron Jacobs out on the racetrack, he's just sitting idle on pit road right now. Oh, as soon as I say that, he's rolling off, but he's going to have time to post a lap here. It's like our front row is going to David Hamrick and Mateo Mitchell. This one's going to loop around here into the infield grass. We have 25 seconds remaining here in qualifying, and then we will go over the starting lineup here for the race. Keep our eye here on the number 21 of Cameron Jacobs. That's going to be it for qualifying. We're going to let this graphic load in just a second, and we'll go over our starting lineup here for today's race. Field starts to load in. Let's go over our starting grid. We have David Hamrick on the pole. Alongside him, we have Mateo Mitchell. Row number 2, we have Larry Eddy in the number 8 and Austin Mitchell, number 18. Row 3, we have Harry Stollard and Joey DePietro. Row number 4, we have Chad Ashley and Davian Tobin. We have Gary Ruffines, make sure I pronounce that name right, starting 9th, and Brendan McNutt 10th. Michael Good will start 11th, and Angelus Ross starting in 12th. Gordon Vrooman will be 13th, and Joseph Greathouse. You've got Arthur Hendren, 15th, Jacob Wilkerson in the field, and probably the drivers that DNQ'd or did not post a qualifying time or are not participating here in this race. Alright, that was the full rundown of the field here for tonight. Let's switch over to our pit lane camera and we'll go over our race analysis. So tonight we're going to be 35 laps around the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Go over to the forecasted weather, so 77 degrees around Charlotte. Winds blowing at northeast direction, 11 miles an hour. Partly cloudy skies, and it'll be a very fun race tonight. Should see some tire strategy and tire conservation involved here. Cars are on pit road now and getting ready to start this race very shortly. We have a pair of Toyota Camrys on the front row here tonight with David Hamrick and Mateo Mitchell. Drivers to keep your eye on. Or let's take a look at Harry Stollard in the number 07. Definitely a driver that's run really well here in Rebel Valley in the past. So keep your eye on him tonight, starting in the 5th position. That number 07 Ford. Another driver to keep your eye on tonight is Michael Good in the number 31, starting back in the 11th position. He can do tonight in the number 31 Chevrolet. He'll start to roll off now. Look at David Hamrick in the number 32. Need the control car here leading us to green. Here on track here for tonight's race at Charlotte. Should have a dandy here. 35 laps around this 1.5 mile racetrack, and see who comes out on top. 18 drivers tonight. David Hamrick and Mateo Mitchell will be leading us down to the green flag. We're about to be racing here for 35 laps. Now Charlotte. Pace car is off pit road. And here we go. David Hamrick and Mateo Mitchell leading us down, and we're racing here at Charlotte. Jump on that outside line by Mateo Mitchell. He's going to get a nice car length here over Austin Mitchell and David Hamrick. Cars sliding around here, trying to get everything they can here on this first lap. Contact here between Tobin and... oh, we got a crash. Michael Good's around. Also the 16 of DePietro. And the caution's out. Joey DePietro went around the number 16. And then at the same time, Michael Good in the number 31 was turned. And we have our first caution of the day here on lap number 1. So a two-part incident here on our first caution of the day. We're going to have to take a look at a replay and see what happens. Take a look at the damage there on Michael Good's machine. Car is crab walking going into turn number 3, so that's pretty extensive damage for that number 31 car. So let's go back in a replay and take a look what happened. All right, we're going to start with Michael Good here in the number 31. He was the first car that you saw crash on our TV camera. So we're going to take a look here and see what happened to Michael Good. The 9 just came down and turned it. That was interesting right there. Looks like the 9 came down, did not see Michael Good, turned him into the wall. We also saw the number 16 of Joey DePietro go around. Let's go back just a little bit and see what happened to DePietro. It's a melt from behind, and around he went. He is on pit road now, getting some damage repaired on that machine. The cars right here on the racetrack, so pacing around under caution here for the first time tonight after 2 crashes that happened here on lap number 1 right near the start finish line. So we've got Mateo Mitchell, who's leading this race, number 82. The driver trying to go get his first career win here in Rebel Valley. At number 82 machine, you got Austin Mitchell right behind him in second. He's responsible for this race. David Hammer third, Larry Eddy running fourth, and then Damian Tobin round out our top 5 here. Pacing around under caution, first time tonight. Gary Stollard right there in 6th, Chad Ashley in 7th. Brennan McNutt, I was wondering who made the contact there with DePietro, and the 8 car right here, Brennan McNutt, 8th position. And Angeles Ross in 9th, and then Gary Hufina is, again, if I mispronounce that name, I do apologize. He's running here. I'll round out our top 10 for this race. We had a couple drivers come down pit road here under this last caution. We had TJ Elaine in number 51. Joey DePietro is on pit road, along with Michael Good, and then Paul Harrell. TJ Elaine right here, number 51. He's first car that I see that is off pit road. And then we're going to go 1 to green this time by as the field will double file here for this restart. While we pace around under caution, let's go ahead and read some of these YouTube comments. Aaron May just said, "Hi Ryan, what's up there, Aaron?" Facilitate things, get admin and race when needed, so I do appreciate that. Glad to have you here, along with the other viewers that are watching this live stream. Field continues to pace around here under caution. This is the 913th race all-time here in Rebel Valley. 19th race here on the Speed Demon Racing Network. And had some great finishes here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Last race here was with the Xfinity cars where Mason Jones and Derek Scodell battled for 30 laps. Number 2, Mason Jones, away with the victory. Getting his first career win in Rebel Valley at the time. Not here in this race tonight, but we'll see what happens. We've got Mateo Mitchell and Austin Mitchell leading us down to the green flag. And here we go. Back underway here at Charlotte. Great jump on that outside line. And here comes Mateo Mitchell on the bottom. Get clear of Austin Mitchell for now. We'll see if Mitchell can pull a sidetrack and get even with Good. Good works the way into turn 3. We've got a car trying to go 3 wide here. It's Brennan McNutt on the 48. Close call right there with the 55 for PS there, but it's Austin Mitchell who's going to lead that lap this time by. Fan out, but we have a side-by-side battle up front between the 2 Mitchells. Austin on the outside, Mateo on the inside. It's Larry Eddy as well, the number 8. Rennie McNutt has just crashed into number 48, but no caution. We're going to stay green. Also had TJ Elaine and Cameron Jacobs go around. Crash was at the back. Well, these two cannot get away from each other. Hammer's right there in the picture as well. We have 10 cars here currently in this pack. Last car in the pack is 22 of Angeles Ross. As Austin Mitchell's finally going to get clear of Mateo Mitchell here. We have 27 left to go here for Charlotte. Oh, Mateo Mitchell on the apron. It's got contact here from Tobin. And around, we've got a car going around. And the caution's out. That was Chad Ashley in the 54. I just talked about Angeles Ross in the 22. Heavy front end damage on that Pennzoil Ford. And then Mateo Mitchell right there in the number 82 machine. Our second caution today has just come out. There's the damage to Chad Ashley's machine. But Mateo Mitchell has no damage on that car, so that could be alright. This looks like race ending damage here for Angeles Ross. We're under caution again for the second time tonight here on lap number 9. Okay, let's go back and take a look at what happened to bring out our last caution. All right, let's take a look at what happened here. We're going to watch the number 82 of Mateo Mitchell. He was the one car that I saw that was out of control on the inside line. Contact there with Harry Stollard. And here comes Davian Tobin, who just tries to check up here on the inside line. Nowhere for Chad Ashley to go. 22 of Ross get collected. That's how our second caution of the day has just happened. We've got a couple cars here coming on to pit road here. This is Nick Little, one of the cars coming in. We've got Gary Hufines. There's 4. Chad Ashley. Mateo Mitchell is also on pit road here. All these drivers likely appearing damaged or putting their only set of tires on the vehicles. Here at Nick Little, the biggest mover so far in this race, up 9 spots from the start. Doing a nice job slowly working his way through the traffic right now. I believe he got a piece of that accident with Mateo Mitchell and Chad Ashley. Take a look at the cars here on pit road. Mason Mount under caution here for the second time tonight. We're on lap 11 here so far. We've had 2 lead changes so far in this race. Mateo Mitchell and Austin Mitchell, the 2 leaders here so far. Okay, so we'll go over the running order here real quick. So currently, we've got Austin Mitchell, the number 18, leading this field. Got David Hamrick right now in second. You've got Harry Stollard running in third. We have Larry Eddy in fourth. And Davian Tobin round out our top 5. Gary Hufines running in sixth. He is the first car that came off the pit road. We'll see what he can do in that number 55 Toyota, sixth position. Whoa, close call right there with the with Michael Good. Got Mateo Mitchell right there in the 82, along with Angeles Ross. Just involved in that last wreck. Got Nick Little, who is rejoining this pack as well. He's currently running at 9th. And Chad Ashley, I do not see him on the racetrack right now, but he is currently running in. All right, so for anyone new to the channel, so these drivers, if you are a lap down, you are allowed to get your lap back. Caution. That's what Michael Good just did. He is currently 5 laps down the race. He's back at the tail end of the field. We've had a lot of attrition early on here in this race, and we'll see if we can get this cleaned up here for the second part of the race. We have Austin Mitchell and David Hamrick on the front row here for this restart. See what happens. We're about to go 1 to green next time by. All right, here we go. Austin Mitchell and David Hamrick lead us down. Here we go. Green flag, and we're back to racing. Great start for Austin Mitchell in number 18. As Harry Stoller is going to get cleared as well, along with Davian Tobin in the 65. Not a good start there for David Hamrick in the 32. Is he in danger of losing the 4th spot in Larry Eddie? Fight side by side. It's going to be Austin Mitchell leading this race, but here comes Harry Stoller in the 07. Stoller has the highest I rating of all the drivers currently in the field. Running that second spot, trying to work his way toward the front as he's going to take a peek here on the outside of Austin Mitchell. Side by side going into turn number 3. We'll see who has the advantage as the works their way into turn 4. Neck and neck so far, and at the stripe, I believe it's going to be Harry Stoller who's going to lead this lap. Stoller still side by side here with the number 18 of Austin Mitchell. Guys continue to race. We have 7 cars here in this lead pack. All trying to fight here as we got the first 20 laps to go next time by. Davian Tobin has worked his way into second. Mateo Mitchell, one of the drivers that came down pit road at that last caution, has worked his way up to third. And grazing the wall right there was Davian Tobin. So right on board here with the number 82 of Mateo Mitchell and just get an idea of how these guys run around Charlotte Motor Speedway. Single file now as here comes Davian Tobin. Is going to shoot it down to the bottom of the racetrack. Not going to be able to get clear of Harry Stoller. He's going to work their way into turn 1. Load up on the outside. In his preferred groove. That's how he was able to keep up here with the leaders at Auto Club last week. Just being able to run the outside line at a consistent pace. And here comes Mateo Mitchell. Mitchell is on those fresh tires. We'll see if he can take advantage here of the number 07. And not clear yet, as we're going to have 16 laps to go. And he get clear. Mateo Mitchell back out front of the 82. Stoller's going to shoot it down to the bottom of the racetrack. Mitchell's going to hold on for now. We'll see at the stripe. They're still side by side with 15 laps to go. different lines. We've got 3 on the outside, 3 on the bottom. Let's see which line prevails as we start to get possibly this long green flag run. Should open up the gap a little bit. It's now 2/10. We got a crash. Larry Eddy's around along with David Hamrick in the 32. No caution as of yet. And there it is. Caution is on the racetrack. Our 3rd caution of the day. Larry Eddy in the 8. David Hamrick, our pole sitter. I believe I also saw the 55 maybe of Gary Finez. Our 3rd caution of the night comes out here. A very interesting time as well. Lap 22. All right, let's take a look at what happened here on the replay involving Larry Eddy and David Hamrick. All right, let's take a look at what happened here. This was a battle for 5th place between Larry Eddy and David Hamrick. Let's go back and take a look at what happened. The 32 washed up, gets into Larry Eddy, and nowhere for the 55 to go. Our slide down into the roval portion of the course, and admins have thrown the caution. It'll be our 3rd caution of the night. For anyone that is a lap down to go ahead and get your lap back. We'll see what happens here. So Matteo Mitchell was one of the drivers that came down pit road for tires. And he's going to stay out on the racetrack. Got Davian Tobin, Harry Stollard, Austin Mitchell, Gary Finez, and David Hamrick all on pit road here. See who wins the race off. Look at the 23 of Nick Little. He's on here as well. All right, so Finez is going to win the race off pit road. I believe he was one of the drivers that took tires for that 2nd caution. One stop for him. And with the rest of the field leaving pit road this time by. So it's going to leave Matteo Mitchell in a kind of precarious situation here because he used his set of tires under that 2nd caution of the day, lap 10. He'll be on 13 lap older tires compared to the rest of the cars coming down. Well, as soon as I say that, the 55 as well is also on old tires. So the highest ranked driver on new tires is Davian Tobin, 5. Starting from the 3rd position. Get another win here. We've got Harry Stollard, Austin Mitchell, David Hamrick as well. Little in the All right, Aaron May just came over. I'll just read his comment now. Someone said your mic is too low to hear your voice. Go ahead. I'll need to adjust that here in just a second. Might need to, excuse me, I just had a stroke there. I might need to bump down the gain capture just a little bit. Bump down. Hopefully that'll make a difference. And we'll see what happens here as the field has taken the 1 to go signal this time by. Michael Good getting his laps back into number 31 after being involved in that lap 1 crash. We're pacing around under our 3rd caution of the day, and we're going to restart this race with 10 laps to go. So we'll give you a rundown of what to expect here on this restart. So the front row here is on old tires. Both running Toyota Camrys. We've got Matteo Mitchell in the 82 and Gary Finez in the 55. Both drivers are running tires. The highest ranked driver on new tires is Davian Tobin in the 65. We've got Harry Stollard as well in the 7, Austin Mitchell in the 18, and David Hamrick in the 32. Those 4 are on new tires. See what they can do here with this restart. Michael Good is able to get his laps back, so we'll have 8 cars on the lead lap when we go back to 3. All right, time to see what happens here in the final 10 laps. It's going to be Matteo Mitchell leading us down to the green flag. And we are back racing here at Charlotte. Great start for Matteo Mitchell, and Hupines all the way back into 6th position, just instead of 2 corners. But here comes Davian Tobin. The fresh tires might make a difference here on the outside. Arc onto the wall. That was the 18 of Austin Mitchell, but Matteo Mitchell continues to lead this race. He's led 13 laps here tonight here at Charlotte, and he leads the final 9. See if he can hold on. Luckily, it's starting to pull away a little bit. We've got Austin Mitchell side by side with David Hamrick, our pole center. This is the battle for 4th place. To continue to lean on each other as we have 8 laps of racing to go. Turn 1 as we take a look at the battle for the lead. Davian Tobin in the 65 on the outside of Matteo Mitchell, and he's going to move the race lead. Harry Sard in the 07 has also got the clear of the number 82 Matteo Mitchell, so moving into 2nd. 7 laps of racing to go. It was the first lap. Davian Tobin has led here tonight. He's up 7 spots here from the start of this race. Can he hold on for 7 more laps? Harry Starr in the 07, one of the drivers I kind of mentioned as the driver to keep your eye on here tonight. He had his win invalidated last week at Auto Club for riding the wall and wrecking the race leader. We'll see if he can get some redemption here tonight with 6 laps to go. He is heating up the back bumper of Davian Tobin. Last time by, Solid was the fastest car on the racetrack. About a 1/10 of a second as he continues to eat up the back bumper of Davian Tobin. Oh, Matteo Mitchell's on the wall. That's going to slow him down heavily as Austin Mitchell went all the way into the infield to try to get around him. Now Austin Mitchell's going to get cleared here for 3rd place. On that bottom line, he's going to move into 3rd. Back up to the battle up front. We've got Davian Tobin and Harry Stoller. Oh, contact there with Matteo Mitchell and Austin Mitchell. What a save from both of those drivers. As Matteo Mitchell way off the pace in that snap-on Toyota. They take him out of contention, but here comes Harry Stoller on the back bumper. And now he's to the left side of the 65. He's going to send it into turn number 3, and Harry Stoller's going to go to the lead. But here comes the crossover from Davian Tobin. Stoller had a little bit of a kiss on the wall right there, but Davian Tobin's going to fight back as we have 3 laps to go. Unless these two collide, they've got a 1.3 second gap over Austin Mitchell. They continue to fight side by side. Who's going to have the advantage going into 3? For a little bit of a tight condition here from the 65 as they're still leaning on each other. At the line, it's going to be 2 laps of racing to go. The last time we ran at Charlotte, it was with the Xfinity cars, and we had 2 cars fighting it out until the last lap. It ended up being Mason Jones with the victory over Derek Slidell. Will we have another similar situation here tonight, as they're going to be side by side again going into 3? Oh, and contact Stoller to end the wall. Davian Tobin gives him a little punch, and he's going to go to the lead. At the line, it's going to be 1 lap of racing to go. A little kiss from the 65 of Damian Tobin's going to put him in the lead. What will be Harry Styler's response? Field's going to work into turn 3. We'll see what the 07 will do. Is he going to have enough time to catch up? He's going to watch up the racetrack and got to crash right behind. But Damian Tobin is going to go back to victory lane, and he's going to win here at Charlotte. Damian Tobin is a winner here in our first race of the night on the channel. Congratulations to Damian Tobin. He's going to go back to victory lane. I remember him winning the Gen 6 race at Pocono. That was his first career win. And excellent drive there from the number 65. And he's going to go to victory lane. Here's the night. Harry Styler will come home second. David Hamrick third. We had Gary Hufinez will finish fourth. And then Nick Little was our biggest gain tonight, as he gained 13 spots. Come away with a top 5. Congratulations to Damian Tobin, as he's going to burn it down here in turn number 1. Great battle there with Harry Stollard. Going to come away with the win. For Damian Tobin, it's been a long while since he won. Like I mentioned, his first win was Gen 6 at Pocono, and this is only his second career win here in Rebel Valley. He gets it done here on the Charlotte 1.5 mile racetrack. Congratulations, Damian. Punisher Drummer just said 07 was robbed. Yeah, I mean, one could say that, but I will give credit to Tobin and Stoller. That was a fantastic battle there at the end. And congratulations to Damian Tobin. Harry Stoller put up a great fight, but how racing is, and just an excellent battle right there at the end between those two guys. So that is the end of race number 1. I'll go ahead and adjust some settings, try to make my mic sound a little bit clearer, and maybe adjust the game volume down a little bit. But we're going to move into race number 2 here for ARCA Night. It's going to be 30 laps around the Michigan International Speedway. So give me about 5 to 10 minutes to get this set up. I will see you soon. All right, welcome back here to the Speed Demon Racing Network. We're going to move on to race number 2 tonight. We're going to run at the Michigan International Speedway with the ARCA cars. This will be our final race of the night. Go ahead and update a few graphics here. We've got on our screen, this is Mark LaRoche, the number 13 Dutch Boy Ford. Got Gary Stollard as well, trying to get revenge after what happened at Charlotte. Very heated battle with David Cope, not able to win him. Get a win here in our final race of the night. We got Michael Good, the number 31, back here, and a longtime staple here in Rebel Valley, Josh Kenyon, number 27 Cacti Chevrolet, on the racetrack right now. Closing in on about halfway through here, our first practice of the day. First and only practice of the day. Got some guys slowly trying to join in here as we're about halfway through this practice session. But our Charlotte winner, that's Davian Tobin in 65. Second career win here at Rebel Valley. Off Harry Soller for the win. And sweep the night here, Rebel Valley. Aaron May, our admin here, is going to run this race. He was the eye in the sky in the last race in Charlotte. And iRacing 4. Josh Kenyon there in the 27. We also have Chase Ingram, Desmond Burnell, Jonathan Ross, and Thomas Edel putting in the session right now. What they can do. Got 10 drivers registered here, closing in. Approximately 4 minutes remaining. Josh Kenyon so far with the fastest time at a 38.513. And this is one of the more interesting combos you see on iRacing because I mean, this really honestly races like a plate track. These cars around. How close the racing is. It should be a very entertaining race here tonight. Drivers that we have loaded into session. Welcome back, Desmond Burnell. Here he is in the number 43. I think it's the Yahoo. Almost got his first career win in Rebel Valley in a battle with Mason Jones at North Wilkesboro, and basically a 1v1 duel. And leads it into track right now, practicing good. Number 43 to go. Why is it every time I go to Chase Ingram, something like this happens? He gets stuck on the catch fence, stuck on the wall. I guess it's just comedic timing, I guess. I mean, every time I point a camera on him in practice, something like this happens. Here you go, front and center. Stuck in the side catch fence. Love to see it. As these guys are on the racetrack, or in some cases just screwing around here before the start of this race. We are closing in on 2 minutes remaining here in this practice session. Officer Chrome just said, "What's up, chat?" What's up there, Officer Chrome? Glad to have you here for our race in Rebel Valley. Oh, we have Josh Kenyon still on the top of the charts. waiting here to start our qualifying session. So 5-minute qualifying session, 0 fast repairs, and 1 set of tires. Pits. I mentioned before, this will be the final race of the night. Aaron May has worked his way up to second on the speed charts at a 38.52. Good has also worked his way up a spot into third. Talk about Thomas Edel. Welcome to the race, Thomas. Chevrolet running 5th position. Well, Jonathan Ross has worked his way to the top of the charts. The Brennan Queen for Pinnacle Racing Group. Brennan team, Butterbean Queen. Top of the charts at 38.449. Have Riley Sawyer on the track, and Michael Good here right at last second is going to go to the top of the charts this practice session. Timer's about to expire here in practice, and we're going to start qualifying here soon. All right, time to start qualifying here at Michigan. We have 12 drivers loaded into the session. See how this goes. Spotlight the number 65 of Davian Tobin, our race winner at Charlotte just a few minutes ago. Number 65 Lowe's Chevrolet. First driver that you see on the racetrack. Got Aaron May in the number 10. Riley Sawyer in the 12. Well, actually number 77 and number 12 on the iRacing 77. Okay. Approach. And David Toma is going to loop it around here in turn number 2. Have to redo his lap. Back to Aaron May in the number 10. What his time is at the stripe. We got the first driver to post the time. It's going to be Chase Ingram and Riley Sawyer. Chase Ingram. From being stuck in the catch fence to on the personal pole so far, it's pretty impressive in all honesty. Pretty much training in this qualifying session. .555. That's going to be a very tough lap to beat. That's an excellent lap there for the number 1 car. One of the other Discord chats, he was really excited about this race. This is one of his favorite racetracks, and definitely tell with that time. So keep your eye on this 01. There's Mark LaRoche as well. Back to 4th as Josh Kenyon has worked his way up to 2nd during this qualifying session. As soon as I say that, the 28 of Michael Good is going to pass in. Here's Kenyon in the 27. 38.628, so that's going to bump him up into second place. Now Michael Good. Here's another driver to keep your eye out on. This is Jordan Herring. It's a guy that runs on controller and honestly has a lot of speed. Very impressive what he's able to do. Going to work his way up into the 5th spot here at 38.743. Royal Farms Toyota. Take a look at that nice slide. Infield for Harry Stoller. 4th here for the race. Got Thomas Edel here sitting idle on pit road. He won't have enough time to post a lap on the racetrack. Starting in 12th position. We've got Michael Quick and Jordan Fruman are also trying to load in here to the session. '66 is still sitting on pit road. Looks like it's going to be Chase Ingram and Josh Kenyon will be leading us down to the green flag in just a few minutes. The session is now finished, and it's going to be Chase Ingram leading us down here to the green flag. As the field starts to grid up here for the race, let's take a look at our starting lineup. We have a pair of Chevrolets on the front row with Chase Ingram and Josh Kenyon. Row 2, we've got Michael Good and Harry Stoller. Row 3, we've got Jordan Herring and Riley Sawyer. Row number 4, we have Mark LaRoche and Jonathan Ross. Aaron May will be starting 9th, and Desmond Burnell round out our top 10. The Charlotte winner, Davian Tobin, will start 11th, with Thomas Edel starting 12th. Take a look at the rest of the field. We've got 14 drivers that are registered here. We'll be racing here at the Michigan International Speedway. Field starts to roll off of pit road right now. We've got one car that is taking a little while to get rolling. That is Jordan Herring in the 72. It slowly starts to work their way onto the racetrack. Let's go over our race analysis here for tonight's race. So in our final race of the night, it's going to be 30 laps around this 2-mile racetrack. So 30 laps, 60 miles. I did the math right there. I probably did the math wrong, but yeah, 30 laps, 60 miles around this racetrack. We're going to move over to our weather report. So 68 degrees, 13 mile an hour winds, 84% humidity here for the drivers to deal with. Got some overcast skies here at this virtual Michigan International Speedway. It's going to be a 60-mile race and our final race of the night here at Rebel Valley. Last race, it was a pair of Toyotas. This time, it's a pair of Chevrolet bow ties, and we're going to lead us down to the green. Chase Ingram and Josh Kenyon, two drivers who won multiple races here at Rebel Valley, will lead us down. Starter has the flag in hand, and we are racing here at Michigan. Chase Ingram out front at the moment. Here comes Michael Good at the 31. I have three wide here early on, but it's going to be Michael Good who's going to take a little race lead early. He's involved in that lap 1 crash in the last race, and he's going to lead the first lap here at Michigan. Going to be a a sitting duck, though, because here comes that draft. 0-1 of Chase Ingram. And how about Desmond Burnell? What a start here for this 43. Started back in 10th, and he has already worked his way up into the 3rd spot. Now, here comes Chase Ingram on that outside line. The draft's going to play such a crucial role here at Michigan. He left out to dry here in this race. Our pole sitter, Chase Ingram, is in the lead as he's going to have some help from behind from Josh Kenyon, the outside pole sitter. Block there thrown by the 0-1. Here comes Kenyon to the inside. On the ball, that's the 66 and Thomas L, but they're going to keep it together. Jockeying position right behind. Chase Ingram continues to lead. Is off the racetrack as Jordan, that was Jordan Herring with a huge slide job right there to try to get the race lead as they are scattering like mad ants right behind them. Look at the varying lines here as we might have contact here. We got a checkup as here comes Burnell. What a save from Josh Kenyon. Big winner right there was Desmond Burnell with 43 as he's worked his way up to the 2nd spot. Now Burnell trying to go for the race lead as here he is on the inside of Chase Ingram. Now what is Michael Good going to do? He's going to work with the 0-1. What a battle we have here so far. We're 5 laps through here at Michigan. Might be 3 wide here for the race lead. This is going to be Ingram, Herring, and Good. Good going to be the lone wolf on the bottom. He's going to lose a spot here with Riley Sawyer in the 77. Now Herring's going to shoot down to the bottom. We're 4 wide right behind. Contact between Kenyon and Michael Good. See Riley Sawyer up on that outside line. They're going to drop back for a little bit. Big loser in that situation. He's going to go to the end of this pack right behind Aaron May. Started out this race with 13 drivers. We have 12 still in this lead pack, and they're only separated by 1 second. Here comes Desmond Burnell to the inside. Trying to get his first career win here at Rebel Valley. He's going to get on the apron and get loose. Going to have a hop shove here. No, he's not. Here comes Chase Ingram with a 3 wide. Harry Stoller tried to fit in the hole that wasn't there and almost bit him as he made contact with the 72. We've been clean and green so far here in this race. And it's anybody's race here with how close the gap is between the cars that are still remaining here in this race. Jordan Herring's been up 4 spots here from the start. Harry Stoller is right there in the 07. Another car there on the apron. That was the number 7 of Jordan Verman. A battle for the lead. Here comes the 07 of Harry Stoller. Our loves that outside line, and we'll see what kind of momentum he gets. He's going to get clear of Jordan Herring. Three-wide action here. We've got Riley Sawyer, Josh Kenyon, David Tobin, and a huge shove from Michael Good to the back bumper of Aaron May. I start to back off just a little bit. So interesting with Michigan is, well, we got to go back to this battle up front because Harry Stoller and Jordan Herring are still side by side here for the race lead. Practice session, I talked about how Chase Ingram was really excited to running this race here. His favorite combos. right there, still holding on to this top 5 spot. How about Mark LaRoche has worked his way into second place? There are 10 laps here into this tire run. What a great race we've had so far here at Michigan. Guys continue to fight here up front. Like we did here in 8th. The last car, seems like they had Damian Tobin and Thomas Edel, so we've got 10 cars still in this lead back. Josh Kenyon and Jordan Vrooman back there in 12th and 11th, respectively. See if they're trying to save their tires a little bit to make a late charge. Mark LaRoche in that 13. Race lead for now, but that outside line has been huge for momentum. At contact, around goes Harry Stallard, hard to the wall. Gonna collect Thomas Edel as well. And there's the caution. Our first caution of the day. Heavy damage on Harry Stallard's car. It was a battle for second place with Harry Stallard and Desmond Burnell. And heavy front end damage on Harry Stallard's Ford. And our first caution of the night here at Michigan. Now 20 to go. There's Stallard in the 07, bring it to pit road, and that's probably going to be race ending damage here for the 07 machine. Heartbreak after what happened in the previous race at Charlotte. Continue to replay and see what happened. So let's see what happened to Harry Stallard. All right, let's take a look at what happened to Harry Stallard in the number 07. We're going to watch it here from Desmond Burnell's perspective. Oh, yeah, that's very unfortunate right there how that happened. See, Chase Ingram got a little bit of a piece, and then Thomas Edel, I believe, was the one car that smashed into it. Back just a little bit. Yeah, right there. iRacing had a little bit of a visual glitch there with the damage, but actually right into the 07 of Harry Stallard. All right, we're pacing around under caution here. We've got Chase Ingram. He was one of the drivers that got a piece of damage from that last accident with the 07 and the 43. On pit road right now, bringing that to his crew. Raced around under caution here for the first time tonight. Race recap so far as we're approaching the halfway point in this race. Aaron May in the comments said, my hotkeys works. Let's go. That's good news there, Aaron. I know you were having some problems with caution hotkeys, so I'm glad you're able to get that fixed and are able to help out here tonight admin this race. So we'll go over our running order right now as we're under caution. We've got 3 drivers here in this race. They're all trying to get their first career win here in Rebel Valley. They're running podium spots. We've got Mark LaRoche in the race. Desmond Burnell, who had the contact with Harry Stallard in second. Riley Seward, I believe, is going to be third here for this car. We've got Michael Wood in fourth. And David Tobin on 5. We've got Aaron May in 6th. We've got Jordan Vrooman on 7th. Josh Kenyon is 8th, Chase Ingram is 9th. I did not see Jordan Herring off the track. Harry Stallard is done for as well. We have 9 drivers still in contention here to win at Michigan. Chase Ingram was the only driver that came down pit road that last time by. Is still on the racetrack, so we'll see what kind of progress he makes, starting back in 9th position. It's going to be Mark LaRoche leading us down here to the green flag, and then Desmond Burnell's on the outside of the road, number 1 for this restart. Pace car is about to make the hard left turn onto pit road. We'll see what happens this time by. Starter has the green flag in hand, and we're getting ready to go back to racing here in Michigan, and we're back underway. Mark LaRoche is out front here as we've got a battle for second right behind. We've got Michael Good, the 31, on the outside of Desmond Burnell. And Michael Good might be side drafting here as we have 15 laps to go. It's spread out right behind. It's just what Mark LaRoche wants to see with 15 to go here. Michael Good go all over the back corner. We'll see if we can get to the outside of Mark LaRoche here. Roche on the bottom, Good on the outside. It looks like the 13 is going to hold on to this race lead. Right behind, 77. David Tobin, 65, Aaron May, 10, and Josh Kane, the 27. Michael Good in the wall. David Tobin also got into the side, and we've got, oh, what a crash! Josh Kenyon's around. Collects Aaron May as well. Heavy damage for both drivers, and there's the caution. Our second caution of the day. Got Josh Kenyon involved, Desmond Burnell in the 43. Well, that was a vicious lick for Josh Kenyon and Aaron May right there. Both drivers are pretty pissed off about what's just happened. Chase Ingram in the 01. Desmond Burnell in the 43. Yeah, I'm not surprised Josh Kenyon just did that. I know he's going to be furious after what happened right there. Bring out our second caution. Yeah, there's nothing else to really say about that. We've got two drivers that are pretty pissed off. We'll just go ahead and take a look at the replay and see what happens. Yeah, this beef continues to engage here. Yeah, that's just unacceptable. So we'll just go ahead and take a look at the replay and see what happened. All right, it all started right here. Let's watch Desmond Burnell, Josh Kenyon, and Aaron May. These guys were all fighting for position. Let's take a look what happened. I don't know what the 43 was doing right there. I mean, he just turns Josh Kenyon. If I'm Josh Kenyon, I have every right to be frustrated with that. That was kind of uncalled for. Aaron May, an unfortunate bystander in that as well. Go back and look at this one more time. Yeah, I just don't know what the 43 was doing right there. Just not a smart move at all. Just pushes Josh Kenyon through the corner, and these cars are so unstable in the corner and cause that accident. And as you saw before we went to replay, there was a lot of beef between Josh Kenyon and Desmond Burnell. They basically had an argument from turn 2 all the way into pit lane. They were just slamming each other like a demolition derby match. Both drivers, I believe, are out of the race. I did not see them on track, so also we'll take Aaron May out of contention as well. Zachariah Cartless just said how many laps are left. I'll go ahead and show that on the screen with the race recap. We have 11 laps to go here. It'll be 10 laps to go next time by. That's basically under caution for the second time tonight after an accident involving Desmond Burnell for the second time tonight. Collected Josh Kenyon and Aaron May to knock them out of the race. So it's going to be Davian Tobin, the Charlotte winner, who's out front here in the Lowe's Chevrolet. Michael Good currently running second. We've got Chase Ingram third, Riley Sawyer fourth, Jordan Rubin runs fifth. And then running in sixth, we have Mark LaRoche. Basically, 6 drivers remaining here of the 14 that the race. Got a little bit of attrition here. Half the field has been cut out because of accidents or chaos that has happened here in the first 2 cautions. See what happens here next time by. Davian Tobin and Michael Good will lead us down to the green flag, and here we go. Back underway here at Michigan. Great start for Davian Tobin in the 65. See Chase Ingram right behind in the 01. Side by side with Michael Good in the 31. The top 3 drivers have all won here in Rebel Valley. The 3 behind them have never won. See a first time winner here tonight. We've got a battle for the lead. Here comes Michael Good. Shoots it down to the inside line, and Michael Good's going to take over the race lead. It'll be 9 laps to go next time by. Top 3 single file. Now the top 4 with Mark LaRoche in 4th, Chase Ingram in 5th. Jordan Fruman still in the picture as well, back in 6th. And now back up front, here comes Tobin and Michael Good, still side by side. Might be 3 wide going into turn 2, because here comes LaRoche. What a move here for the 13 of Mark LaRoche, but Davian Tobin is back out front in the 65. Spun out on his qualifying lap and started back in the 11th position as he's going to get sideways on the apron. Big block thrown by LaRoche as it's going to be 8 laps to go next time by. 2 by 2 as they work their way into turn number 1. LaRoche has some help from Chase Ingram, our pole sitter. Can he get clear? New leader here in Michigan, Mark LaRoche back out front. He's led 9 laps here tonight here at Michigan. Can he hold on? But Michael Good is there in the 31. At the stripe, it's going to be 7 laps of racing to go. Here comes Michael Good on the outside in the 31 Chevrolet. His last win came with the ARCA cars at Langley Speedway. It's a little bit of a controversial race because of me accidentally not putting a green-white checker at the end, but he ended up winning the race. And he's going to work his way to the inside. This is a power move here from Michael Good. Going to shove LaRoche out of the way. It's going to be 3 wide for the race lead. Here comes Davian Tobin. Davian Tobin is going to get clear. It's now 6 laps of racing to go. Now Tobin is going to work his way up to the outside line to block the advance from Chase Ingram. Now Ingram's going to have some momentum here on the outside. Michael Good, the big loser there in that last possession, as he's back to 4th, in danger of losing 4th here to Jordan Vrooman. LaRose trying to pack some air here because here comes Ingram on the outside. Chase Ingram on the outside line. Our pole sitter is going to take the race lead, and now we have 5 laps to go. Ingram has extended it out to a 2/10 of a second lead, but is he going to be at a disadvantage here? The car's right behind him being in the draft. Davian Tobin has dropped back to 4th. We got a car sideways. That's Vrooman in 7. Now on to as he continues to fight with Riley Sawyer in the 77. Chase Ingram in the 01 out front here. Our pole sitter. It's going to be 4 laps to go. And now LaRoche to the bottom. Michael Good. He's going to give him a little bit of contact. That just opened the gap there for Chase Ingram. It's now 3/10 of a second over second place. And Michael Good's going to go around. He had some help from Riley Sawyer. Single car spin. He is in the infield. No caution as of yet, and we're going to stay green. Chase Ingram out front by 3/10 of a second. Last time by. Fastest car on the racetrack. But can he hold on for 3 more laps? Because if these guys stay single file behind him, they're going to have a chance to catch the draft. You see the 01 breaking the wake of the draft right now. Kind of a move you see in Indy cars at Indianapolis, trying to break the wake of the draft behind. Now trying to extend this gap. 2 laps to go here for Chase Ingram. Here comes Davian Tobin here on the outside, trying to work his way into second. Gap down to 2/10 of a second. LaRoche is going to hold on to second, but look at Ingram continuing to break up the draft. They fight for second place right behind. Next time by, it'll be 1 lap of racing to go. LaRoche and Tobin side by side here for second place. That's what Chase Ingram wants to see. White flag here at Michigan. Here comes LaRoche on the inside. A huge surge. Can he get clear? Yes, he will. Mark LaRoche to the lead. Now here comes Chase Ingram. The 65, Davian Tobin trying to go 3 wide. He will. He's going to split the gap in the middle. Here comes Tobin. And now Chase Ingram is going to send it in at turn number 3. Who's it going to be? Contact with the 65. Here comes LaRoche to the inside. We're going to be 3 wide here at the stripe. And through the grass goes LaRoche. It's not going to matter. Davian Tobin is going to win and sweep the night here at Rebel Valley. Back-to-back wins here for Davian Tobin. He's going to win here at Michigan. I thought we were going to have a 3-wide finish there at the end, but contact with the 01 of Chase Ingram and Mark LaRoche and Davian Tobin is going to sweep here in Rebel Valley and get his 3rd career win in his Rebel Valley career. And back-to-back nights on the channel, we've had one driver sweep both races. It was Cameron Face last week. Tonight, it's Davian Tobin. What a move there to go 3 wide. Get the race win. See that 7's going to congratulate him on his victory. Congratulations to Davian Tobin. His 3rd career win here in Rebel Valley. He gets it done here at Michigan on a last lap pass. As he burns it down near the start-finish line, we'll our camera on him for now just to allow him to celebrate this moment. Congratulations to Davian Tobin. He entered the night with 1 career win. Back-to-back here, and moves his win total up to 3 here in his Rebel Valley career. Let's go back and watch that last lap over again, because that was pretty exciting there at the end. All right, this is the entire last lap. We're going to go ahead and watch this over again. The Roche had a huge run here on the inside. He was able to get clear of Chase Ingram. These guys fought it out. Look at Davian Tobin here. Just splits the gap through the middle. Ballsy move right there to work his way into the race lead. Back over to TV3, you see contact here. The 01 and 65 make contact. Here comes the 13 trying to make something happen. He gets into the 01, gets in the grass and clips 01 and Chase Ingram. And Davian Tobin squeaked through. Won the race here at Michigan. All right, we'll go over our race results here on the left-hand side of the screen. Davian Tobin comes away with the win. Riley Sawyer is going to come home second in his debut. Jordan Vrooman, who ran the last race, is going to come home third to round out our podium. Mark LaRoche will finish fourth. Chase Ingram fifth, and then Michael Good will finish in sixth position. Desmond Burnell was seventh, Josh Kenyon eighth, Aaron May ninth, and Jordan Herring will round out our top 10. I want to thank you all for coming out here for tonight's races here for ARCA Night. This was pretty fun for the most part, and congratulations to Davian Tobin on sweeping the night here in Rebel Valley. I will keep you guys posted on YouTube posts or on the Discord link, which is posted on the description of my YouTube channel, or in one of the links of my YouTube channel. So thank you guys for coming out to tonight's races. See you guys next time. This is Ryan Wayne. I'm signing off. See you later, guys.